but in the future, I'll definitely be planning better and including you in those plans. Like, I will definitely communicate better.
I hope so.
Hi there. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Ew! Nobody cares.
We've reached the point where we're at the red line of we need to look into going back.
I don't want to move back to the U.S. Maybe you go back, I stay here.
Oh my God.
Don't act shocked.
As long as we talk and focus on each other and think positive, I truly believe we can move forward.
I told so many lies that I actually started to believe them.
Hey guys, welcome back to 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 6, Episode 15. And we're going to start off with Sarper and Shekinah. So, Sarper and Shekinah head to a plastic surgery place because she's finally getting her nose job.
I've been wanting to get a nose job ever since I was a teenager. And I did. I got 2, but they just didn't result in something I was happy with. My nose surgery is scheduled for tomorrow.
Damn. Looking at her before and her after pics, she changed so much. She's practically a whole new person.
I'm gonna plead the fifth because I don't know who that is.
Also, it's unfortunate how they're always prettier before surgery. Anyways, they meet the doctor who genuinely looks like a villain. He actually looks like the villain version of this guy. Yeah.
Your nose is not bad.
Yeah.
But can be better.
Give me your money.
Anyways, Sarper is actually very nervous for her to get this surgery and thinks it's totally unnecessary. Like, who would have thought that he would be the one to say that?
I tried my best to convince her. You are already beautiful. You are starting to look like a factory production. Every girl started to look like each other.
But they go and they check out her nose, and Sarper's like, well, if she's gonna get it done anyways, then I might as well add some of my own touch.
Tell him what I want, because I will be the one who will see that every day.
Oh my gosh.
So let me do it.
Anyways, the doctor actually likes what Sarper did, and Sarper wants to be in the operation room as well, but the doctor's like, hell no.
I will stay in the corner waiting.
Get the fuck out of here, little nigga.
So, it's now the day of the surgery. Sarper's looking at Shekinah's nose for the last time because she's going to be a whole new person when she comes back.
What if he doesn't recognize me when I get back?
He won't, babe.
So while heading there, Sarper is freaking out as if he's the one getting the surgery, and Shekinah's comforting him.
It's a bigger day for me, I think, because I feel more anxious than you.
I know. You don't need to be nervous. Don't worry.
So Shekinah says that she won't be able to do anything for a month, so this will kind of be like a test for their relationship.
Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. Hope it works this time around.
So now they get to the place, and the assistant's telling them that she can bathe below her neck, but she can't brush her teeth. Huh? Shekinah's shocked. I'm shocked. And Sarper doesn't look fazed by it at all. But when she brings up that she can't have sex, that's when he starts freaking out.
After the surgery.
1 month?
Yes.
1 month?
30 days.
Wait, why?
Yeah.
That's so long.
Extreme physical activity can cause some bleeding in the nose, so...
I'm dying, you guys. Not him dropping his head. Now he's like, that's 72 hours, Shekinah. Like, Sarper, shut up. Anyways, they found out that if Sarper is doing all the work when they're getting it down, then it's okay to do it.
What if I'm not doing the extreme physical activity? He's like
That's
doing all the work.
fine.
Okay, great.
That's fine.
We'll be fine then.
Y'all fighting more to bang than to brush your teeth is crazy.
I almost had a heart attack when she
I know, I
said,
saw
"One mom."
Oh, we can tell, Sarper. Anyways, the doctor comes back in, and what the hell is that hoodie? Don't touch him. Ain't nobody want him, Shekinah. Free us from the hold of your delusions. Moving on, Sarper starts talking about his anxiety, and Shekinah gets rolled away. The end. Now for Tata and James. So, James has been in Indonesia for 6 weeks, but he drops that it's been really difficult living with her parents.
They can be very intrusive or controlling if you're within their bubble, trying to have a love life in your parents' house. It's not happening. It's not happening at all.
Damn. I'm sorry.
But they can't do shit about it because they ain't got any money to move out even if they wanted to. And now for some fucking reason, they're having a second wedding.
You're broke. You're fucking poor.
So they're going to go try on some traditional clothing for their traditional wedding. And James is not into having to wear a dress for his wedding.
It's a unique style. It's different.
He comes out looking awkward, but then he starts twerking 5 minutes later.
Does it make my butt look good?
You have to shake it. Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, it seems like he actually likes the dress.
I feel weird. There's no way to say it. I'm wearing a dress. A dress with a bucket on my head.
Are you sure you don't like the dress, James? Because it seems like you actually do. Anyways, they start talking about the wedding. Her parents are really looking forward to it. Tata tells us that she didn't like her first wedding, and to be honest, I wouldn't like it either. It was during COVID time, so they couldn't invite a lot of people, and her parents couldn't come, and that made them really upset.
Sangat menyedihkan bagi saya.
Iya.
Mama sedih soalnya.
Ini menangis tidak keluar airnya. Wah.
So, she and James promised each other to have another wedding. Why now when they are in crippling debt and have almost nothing to their name? I don't know, but here we are.
I'm not upset with y'all because I know you're mentally ill.
James said that her dad got really involved, but he's just too involved. He wants them to go out of their budget and wants the most expensive things.
He doesn't care about anything, though. He doesn't care about money or budget. He's just like, let's just do everything, the most expensive.
And James doesn't like that her dad is controlling over everything. Their budget is between $1,000 to $1,500, and in Indonesia, that money can go far. But her dad is pushing them to add more and more stuff.
He wants to add more guests. He wants to add very expensive entertainment, more expensive venue. We don't have the funds for that. And it's definitely starting to cause some grading between me and Tata's dad.
And because of that, James is getting really annoyed with her dad, and he doesn't like living with him because he's scared of pissing him off.
It just annoys me that he doesn't ever listen to us. He always does whatever he wants, and that stresses me out about living with him. I feel like no matter what we do, I'm always walking on eggshells, like, oh, I don't want to piss him off.
And I feel for James here because the dad is doing too much. Tata then says that she understands but is worried because they aren't making money and he isn't helping her dad with the banana chips business while living with them rent-free.
This probably make him disappointed. Because every time all the kids going back home, they always help.
And I also understand her point as well, because while you're trying to make money, at least help with the banana business from time to time.
You know, that's just my opinion.
Then James said that helping her dad with the banana chips won't make them any money. And then it pans over to Tata, and I'm like, where the fuck did that tear come from?
Helping your dad with banana chips isn't going to help us make money. Isn't going to help us find a job.
You cannot be for real. Oh my God, you for real. No, you for fake. No, you for real.
You guys, my sister, who doesn't watch the show but sees me watching it from time to time, literally saw me watching the episode yesterday and said that every time she walks by, she sees Tata crying every single time. And it's so true. You guys mention it in my comments all the time, but she is literally crying all the time. And I know that people do get emotional when they get upset, but at no point of what he said warranted a tear out of you.
Girl, stop playing with us right now. Like, we really don't feel like...
So, she said that they stay at her parents' house, so they should be at least helping with the banana chips. And you know what? I agree. Tata, go help with the banana chips while James tries to make you guys money. Like, I don't know why all the money problems has to be put on James when Tata was there much longer than him and she didn't even make a dime.
I think James can learn to be better son-in-law. He can respect the culture to help with the banana chips because I want him to close to my parents.
James says that he doesn't speak the language fluently, so if he helps her dad, he's gonna mess up and cost them a bunch of money. Tata then yells at him, saying that when she came to America, she learned the language.
Well, when I came into state, I didn't speak any of your language. I learned because I want to, for you.
And you're saying I don't try to learn Indonesian?
Try a little harder.
James said that it isn't fair and he never threw her into anything and told her to figure it out on her own. But that doesn't change the fact that you had 5+ years to learn the language and you didn't, James. You guys, I'm like so sick of it because almost all the foreign people that come to America learn English. But it's just a small handful of Americans that actually know the partner's language. And you know what? I would let it slide if they weren't moving to the partner's country. Like, how do you plan a move to Indonesia and don't speak Indonesian? At least James doesn't gotta talk much. Koana wants to be a fucking midwife. And Josh doesn't speak a speck of Chinese. Like, y'all are killing me.
Death to all of them.
Anyways, the worker comes back and asks Tata if she's okay. And she says yes after wiping her tears away like she wasn't screaming and crying 5 seconds ago.
I left the United States, came here, all for her. I've been learning as much Indonesian as I can, trying to make this all work. I feel like it counts for nothing.
And you know what, James? You're damn right. So then he starts venting, saying that she doesn't look at how much they're struggling with money and that people will look down on him because he can't provide for his wife.
Because at the end of the day, Every man in our family is gonna look at me as the failure, not you. They're gonna look at you as like, oh, the poor girl who has a husband. That's what it's gonna become.
So now it's a different day. James tells us that since their argument, Tata has been giving him the cold shoulder.
I think Tata is in denial right now about our financial situation, and she's trying to look at it as it's all just gonna work magically. That's not how it works.
So now they're working on their failing jewelry business, and they can't sell anything because no business will take them in because it'll be competition for them.
None of them wanted to put it in their stores because it would take away from their designs.
And anybody that wants it online live in the US, and that's way too expensive for them to ship. So because of that, they're digging deeper and deeper into their savings for this flop business.
We've got all this beautiful jewelry, but we cannot sell it.
Like, girl, get it together. Connect the dots.
Tata doesn't know what to do, and it seems like she never knows what to do. The wedding is costing them a lot, and he can't find a job without speaking the language. Tata has been applying for jobs because she used to be a data scientist. Who would have thought? Not me. But most of the offers that she has been receiving are in a different city that's a 9-hour drive, and it's also expensive to live there, and the pay won't cover living expenses, so it's just better for her to stay here.
My salary won't be enough to live in there, especially James is not working either.
So then James brought up that if she's working and if he isn't working, society will look down on him. And now they're so low on money that they have no choice but to go back home.
I see what's left in the account. We've reached the point where we're at the red line of we need to look into going back.
It's about time.
Tata said that she doesn't want to go back and wants to stay with her family. She brings up how she was sick and how the doctors couldn't help her.
The doctor don't even know what happened to me. And then now it's like helping here.
There are good doctors out there, we just haven't found them.
Well, we went to a lot of doctors, like a lot.
But you got the help that you needed here, so just go back. Then she brings up how he was always working while she stayed at home, and then tells him to go back by himself.
Maybe you go back, I stay here.
We're supposed to be in this together no matter what happens, not one of us just abandons the other one.
I feel like we can figure something out here in Indonesia.
Then figure something out. She said she lived in the States for 3 years and James can't even handle 3 months. But he has been trying for 3 months while you provided little to nothing. James, just go back and get that divorce. I'm tired of this shit. Moving on. Okay, now for Josh and Lily. Honestly, I would have preferred it if it was Jared and Lily, but oh well.
Life could be worse. No, not really. This is the worst.
This is the worst.
This is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we left off on Josh saying that Lily ruined her brother's night, and thank God for Jared for speaking up because he quickly says no, she did not ruin his night.
But I do thank you for ruining Jared's night tonight, sweetie.
She didn't ruin it.
Sorry, Jared.
No,
Just
you didn't ruin my night. I'm happy.
What's wrong with you?
So they head to the night market and Jared is doing all the talking, and it really seems like him and Lily are out on a date while Josh is the one third wheeling. Then Josh tells us that Jared usually is the peacemaker in his relationships. Like, isn't that alarming to you when you say that out loud?
He's always been a peacemaker in my previous relationships, but I was not expecting throwing my brother into the fire.
This is his 4th marriage, okay? At that point, I would start looking at myself like, maybe I'm the problem. Anyways, they walk around a bit more. Lily shows them her favorite soup, which is pear soup. Josh says that he doesn't want any, but Jared and her get some.
I'm gonna see what else is here before I eat.
Okay, you and me, okay? Got it. 谢谢老板。好吃好吃。Yummy yummy.
This is very good.
Do you feel yummy?
Very yummy.
And
Yes.
very yummy.
I love it.
Like, come on, Josh. You don't want to try something your wife loves? But they go get some food and then they sit down. And all of a sudden, this becomes like a therapy session.
So I think it would be very nice or helpful just to find closure on the conversation we had in the car.
So I'm just going to speed run through this shit. They have been having this back and forth of not understanding each other. And Jared figures it out in like 2 seconds. Lily's love language is buying Josh things. And all she wants is gratitude when she does that, which he doesn't give. Josh, on the other hand, likes emotional stability, which he doesn't feel like Lily gives him.
I'm more probably the sensitive type.
Oh, we know.
You know, she's more, straightforward, just kind of say it as is. But as long as we talk and focus on each other and think positive, I truly believe we can move forward.
Before he finds something else to complain about, Lily says that she loves him and that they're soulmates, and all he said is that he believes it. Like, damn, you can't say you love her back?
Nope.
But then Lily drops that her daughter will be coming, and I'm like, what? She has a daughter? Did she tell us this earlier, or is she just mentioning that now? Because I don't remember her bringing this up. But apparently her daughter doesn't like Josh either, so Lily's hoping that she'll see how much Josh loves her, because yeah, Josh loves you so much. And that's where they end. Now for Joanne and Sean. I saved the saddest for last. So, Joanne and Joey are talking, but he's a bit standoffish. She noticed earlier that he doesn't even want to be there anymore.
Today, we are being tourists. That's what we're doing. Joey, anywhere you want to go?
Home.
Home, home?
Home, home.
All right.
So they're talking, and she asks him how he's feeling, and he's like, it is what it is. Then he asks her if she has a date yet for the move, and she starts blabbing about making a calendar and figuring out how long she'll be here and then in New York. So the short answer is no.
What a waste of my time.
Who do I have now? If you're not here,
yeah,
Dad lives 45 minutes away. Something happens with Jesse in school. You know, like, it's really just gonna be me, I feel like.
And so she starts saying that he will not be responsible for his brother and that she will fly over as quickly as possible, but he also has his grandparents. Like, yeah, sure, but his real guardians are still out of reach, and it kind of feels like his whole family has been, like, split up. Like, what would make him happy is if his own mother didn't make plans without thinking about how it will impact his life.
If you don't want me to move, then you gotta say that.
I feel like it's a lose-lose situation here. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just like, I'd rather not have my mom, like, in a different country.
So then she said that she gets it, and then tells us that she wasn't really thinking about any of the negatives. Like, wow, you don't say. She said that she doesn't want him to think that she's gonna abandon him, and he said that he doesn't know how any of this will fall into place because everybody needs to work around her decision.
Put salt in the open wound.
Add more salt. Anyways, it's time for Noelle and her kids to go home. And you guys, the ride there is so awkward and quiet.
Oh, this is awkward.
Finally, Noelle speaks up and says that she thinks that Sean is a pretty cool guy. You know, after she had a whole talk with Joanne about how unexpected and hurt she was that she kept this a secret. But she still thinks that Sean is a pretty cool guy. Joey then said that he had a week to digest 2 years of information.
You know what I mean? So...
It was a lot. I apologize. We didn't think it through properly, but...
Obvious.
Please forgive me.
And I'm really glad that Joey isn't trying to make them feel good about the decision. He's letting them know that they messed up. Sean then explains that he knows that they messed up, and if he could change the time of telling them, then he would. Joanne said that in the future she wants to plan better and include them in those plans and then actually tell them.
Like, I will definitely communicate better.
I hope so. There was a lot of information to take in. I wish I was able to spend more one-on-one time with Sean. I need a little more time to sit on it.
So Joey said that he's going to talk to his brother and see if they're on agreement about her mom moving there or not. So then they say their goodbyes.
Sooner than later. Goodbye, Father.
So Sean is upset at himself for letting this happen, and he's kind of realizing that this may not actually work out.
It's easy to dream big with your wife, but the reality is setting in that this might not happen for us.
It's okay if this doesn't work out, Sean. I'm sure you'll find somebody else.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
And that's where their segment ends. And that's the end of this video. But wait, I gotta give 3 super chats to 3 super chats. The first one is Cassie. You're not in my scrapbook again. Next is CTC 4392. You're also in my scrapbook again. Last but not least is D-Man Johnson III. You're also in my scrapbook again. Currently I place you guys all on like a blank canvas because I don't really know what to do for like my repeats. I was thinking of a pop-up book, but I don't know how to do a pop-up book, so I have to learn how to do a pop-up book. Anyways, yeah, that's like my new goal or objective for like the weekend. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.